Tom Cruise and Oblivion director Joseph Kosinski are such an effective team, they're reuniting. The pair are joining forces once again for a new movie titled Go Like Hell. There probably won't be any futuristic robots or aliens this time around. The film will tell the true story of how the Ford Motor Company and Ferrari battled each other for dominance on the racing tracks of the 1960s. The screenplay for Go Like Hell is based on a book of the same name. Tom Cruise last jumped behind the wheel of a racing car in the 1990 movie Days of Thunder. You'll be able to relive history and fight the evils of slavery in Assassin's Creed 4. The new game isn't all about swashbuckling pirate action on the high seas. It's getting a special DLC campaign called Freedom Cry, where players will take the role of a former slave named Adewale. He returns home to the French colony of Haiti to wreak vengeance on his former oppressors, and players will get to see some of the historical events that led to the Haitian Revolution in the late 1700s. The development team knows that slavery is a very sensitive topic, and they were careful to handle it with respect.
When we started exploring the aspects of slavery, we wanted to do it justice. We wanted to show the true horrors of how slaves were treated in Saint-Domingue, Haiti, in 1735. We consulted with historians, and we did all this research to make sure that we're doing justice to what actually happened in there. And we also want the player to witness this horror that's happening in this area and want him to feel implicated in saving these slaves, liberating these slaves.
Assassin's Creed 4 will hit current-gen consoles on October 29th, and it will be a launch title for the PS4 and Xbox One on November 15th and 22nd, respectively. The Freedom Cry DLC will break free after that.
All those in favor of storming this cove and taking this ship, stomp and shout aye! Aye!
Plants vs. Zombies 2 has sprouted on Android devices, and it's about time. The hit tower defense game was first released on iOS gadgets in August, and now it's finally lumbered onto the Google Play game service. Like the first game, players use different flowers to hold back and defend against wave after wave of brain-eating undead, and the Android version has all the same features as its iOS predecessor. Like many other mobile titles, PvZ2 is free to play, but if you want to unlock all the plants, you'll have to shovel over your hard-earned green stuff. Johnny Knoxville is getting older, but not more mature in his latest project. The new comedy Bad Grandpa hits theaters today that sees Johnny Knoxville slather on the makeup to portray the perverted pensioner Irving Zisman, who along with his grandson get into all kinds of trouble. There's a loose, scripted narrative that ties together all the pranks involving what the filmmakers promise are unsuspecting bystanders. Knoxville first appeared as Irving on the Jackass TV series, and the film has been gestating for years.
Paramount suggested it over 8 years ago, and a few years after that, we thought, well, if we were going to do a whole movie with the Irving Zisman character, how would we do it? And we kind of landed on, well, I think we'd have to have a loose narrative, because you can't stay in one town when you're doing a prank movie. You'll get found out, and then it's very tough, so we just bounced around.
As with all the Jackass stunts, don't try these at home.
Ow! Nothing. Oh! Ow!
Winter is coming, but the first footage from Captain America: The Winter Soldier is here right now. The new film sees Chris Evans return as the patriotic superhero who's forced to battle a brainwashed version of his old friend, Bucky Barnes. Cap isn't the only Avenger returning. He'll be joined by Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow, along with Samuel L. Jackson as S.H.I.E.L.D. director Nick Fury. Newcomers include Robert Redford as another top man at S.H.I.E.L.D. and Anthony Mackie as the high-flying Marvel hero Falcon. Since the story is set in the present day, the filmmakers wanted to explore some more modern themes.
From our perspective, attacking this movie, it's now in modern day. The movie's a political thriller. You want to have a political thriller, it's got to be really resonant with modern audiences, and you also have to have real stakes and real jeopardy for the characters. So we put Cap through a lot in this movie. It's a lot of action, it's intense, it's edgy, and we hope audiences like it.
Captain America: The Winter Soldier will raise its shield in theaters on April 4th, and we'll have plenty more before then.
You do anything fun Saturday night?
Well, all the guys in my barbershop quartet are dead, so no, not really.